Rad. So Cambium's doing okay, right? We're doing great. There's a lot of things happening at Cambium, and that includes the Ethernet switching, right?
Yeah.
So can you talk to me about our current strategy? Where are we going with our Ethernet switching?
Yeah, look, I think if you look at the Cambium strategy, we are today operating in over 150 countries.
Yep.
We have a cloud management system with devices connecting from these different countries, right? We also serve different market segments, from small, medium enterprises to large education campuses to ISP networks, hospitality.
Yeah.
And one size doesn't fit all.
That's right.
Right? So our goal is to say, how do we build solutions that are purpose-built for the target segments use cases? And the use cases both technical in nature, they have some feature set, they want certain specific use cases they want to solve, but it also comes down to an economic value proposition, right? Certain segments, certain geographical locations are a little bit more price sensitive, they're willing to sacrifice some features for a better price point, et cetera. So what is the answer? How do you solve for this, right? And it comes out to product segmentation, right? Yep. So on the enterprise switching side, we have two product families, the EX2000 series, which is truly a best of breed type of capabilities, right? Full, and those are switches being demonstrated here. Right. So you have 8, 16, 24 port, 48 port configurations, PoE, non-PoE. Yep. We actually have a the 16 port configuration with BT power and 2.5 gig interfaces. Yeah. Guess what? You know, the big trend in the industry is on Wi-Fi side is Wi-Fi 6. Yep. This is a perfect pair for when you're going to Wi-Fi 6. That's right. There's a switch that goes with it. That's right. Right? Now on the other side, and it's full layer 3 switching I mentioned. Now there are a set of customers who want more cost effective. They want only layer 2 functionality. They don't need the need for 10 gig uplinks, for example. So for them, we have the EX1K series, which is, again, we have the same software running across the board. So you get the full feature set, but it's layer 2 only. That's right. And it has certain, but it's at a more attractive price point for that target segment. Yep. Yep. Now, that's on the enterprise switching side.
Let me stop you there for a second. This enterprise access market that we're talking about right now, it is not a small market. This market, it's an $8 billion market for these access switches. I'm talking about just the access or just the edge of your network. I'm not talking about the core. I'm not talking about data center. It's a huge market. Are you going to try to cover that market with just one switch? You'd make too many compromises. No one would buy it. You wouldn't make anybody happy. So that's why, as you said, we have the EX1K series of switches. We also have the EX2K series of switches.
Perfect. Now, that's on the enterprise side, right?
That's right.
So we also have a strong customer base and on the ISP front.
Yep.
And when we talk to ISP customers, right, there's always this challenge for them in terms of the complexity of the tower deployment.
Yes.
You know, they have solutions today, but quite not cutting it, you know. Yeah. So if there is an opportunity to simplify that network, collapse the number of boxes you need. Yep. Simplify the networking in that tower site, that's a huge win, right? So the TX series switches is really purpose-built for that market.
Yes, it is.
And
so
I know that's...
Yeah, we've heard this a lot, right? We've talked to these ISPs, and the deployment is not simple. It's the opposite from simple. You need so many different types of boxes. You need switches. You need devices for your timing synchronization. You need power injection boxes. It ends up being a very messy deployment. The cabling infrastructure, now that's a rat's nest right there. So we've gotten a lot of feedback on this topic, and that's why we came out with these TX switches.
But again, going back to this purpose-built concept, right? That's a core strategy.